BalaCore Fitness Show here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm here with
Danny Lou.
and I am Ellen Como. Was that different for you?
Yes, we're having fun now.
Okay. Now you're having fun. And we were talking about putting the health back in fitness because I see such a trend of people taking fitness to such far extremes that there's not a balance. Whenever there's not a balance in anything that you're doing in your life, it's not healthy. That's just not a healthy way to live. And where fitness started because we wanted to be more healthy and we wanted a longevity of life. And we obviously wanted our bodies to look better. That was, we wanted to look better and feel better and have more energy. It started there. And then somewhere along the way, just like everything else, it just got blown up so out of proportion. And now there's a bunch of people. There's so many people walk in my studio and look at me and just say, Ellen, I don't even know what to do, where to start. I've been told this, I've been told that. Someone tells me I have to do this. Someone tells me I have to eat that. I don't even know where my start is. And for me, let's just back up and start at the beginning. Let's just start from scratch. And I was talking about nutrition. I have a 10-page nutrition guide. That's it. Not a 300-page book. It's a 10-page nutrition guide that will really help you. It tells you why you're eating what you're eating, what it is that you're eating, and why I'm asking you to eat the foods that you're eating, when I'm asking you to eat them. So it makes it very simple, and it gives you education and an understanding of your nutrition. So that's one part of being healthy. Another part of being healthy is staying hydrated. And I've said this on the show week after week. You're probably completely sick of hearing it, though. Our muscles are 80% water. And so you're not going to be able to keep those muscles up to capacity if you're putting in 100% iced tea, 100% coffee, 100% soda, 100% juice. You need to put 100% water into your body. I'm not saying all water. It's okay to have your coffee in the morning. When you go out to dinner, it's okay to have a glass of wine. It's okay to have a iced tea during the day, but you need to also get your water. That's how you're going to hydrate your body. Hydration is such an important part of being healthy. And now let's take it to another extreme that's really confusing everybody, because now we have high alkaline water, and now we have water that is that it has electrolytes added to it. And now, okay, which water do we drink? So there's also that going on. There's still so much back and forth and disagreement about water that I am going to tell you, like some people say high alkaline water will kill you. It's going to kill you. It's going to give you cancer for sure. And then I'll have someone say high alkaline water is the best you can do. And so, if you drink one of the big brand waters, it's just, got nothing good for you in there. It's too high in acidity. So you're going to hear a lot of different information that's going to make you cuckoo. The best thing to do, what I do, is I love an artesian water. Look for an artesian water. You can get it at Whole Foods. You can also get it at Trader Joe's. And they have it. You can find it anywhere if you look for it. So just when you're looking on the water aisle, look for artesian. It is the most natural form of water that you can get. And that's where I'm going to leave it to make it a lot easier for you so you're not getting all that information. Don't delve into it. I've actually had people sit down in front of me at my studio and just say, okay, now I'm not even drinking the right water. So I want to be able to stop that as well. As long as you're drinking water, it's fine. If you want to get a little bit more defined with your water, go for artesian.
Yeah, and just a little thing for me personally, when I started drinking the artesian water, I've always just had a natural higher kidney count. Mm-hmm. And just for me only, when I drank that for about 3 months, I don't remember what the count is. Say it's like cholesterol is 300. Say it's on the higher edge, so my kidney was at 300, so it should be cleaner. And so I just started drinking that artesian water by even the doctors that suggested stuff like that. And for me, it dropped like in half. Yeah. So my kidneys were just checked. But for me, it could be with the exercise, with this, with that. I don't know what it was. But for what I saw in my own body, having put the artesian water and the freshness of it, and it just helped reduce my kidney from 50 years of being at the high level with exercise, and that water was one thing, and diet probably. But I just seemed that was one of the consistent things that I noticed was the artesian water was helpful.
Yeah, the reason I like artesian water is it does taste good.
That too.
It does taste better, and now I can taste the difference between artesian water and water that has a lot of additives in it. It's like you can actually taste the difference. So I do it. It's easier for me to drink more of it when I like it.
Tastes great, less filling.
Yeah. So again, just like, there's a question coming up soon when it comes to the exercise segment. And it's the same answer for that. When you ask me what water should I drink, the water that you like the best, because that's the most water you'll drink. And
Right.
we need to get the water in. So that's the best way to look at that. So hydration, so important. Nutrition, definitely important. But don't take your nutrition to such extremes. I have to tell you, I'm hearing people take it to almost those big bodybuilders that I was telling you about and those fitness competitors that I saw this weekend. I see them taking their nutrition to that level. And I'm going to say for the most part, you need to eat healthy. Well, you need to eat healthy all the time. But when you're going out to dinner with friends or you're going to a special occasion, or especially when someone's inviting you into their home and taking the time to cook you an amazing dinner, don't become the person that sits there, oh, I can't eat that and I can't do this and I can't do that. Figure out a way to just eat it. And when you're with your friends and you're out and you're socializing, yes, look at your menu. It's so easy to just talk to. You have your waitresses there, your servers, and you can talk to them. They're an expert at the menu. You can ask them and let them know what your desires are. A lot of times, they really like it when you ask them to recommend something. I might tell them, like, what great proteins do you have today? Or like, what's your fresh fish, or how is your filet tonight? And I kind of get a dialogue going with the person that I'm ordering the food, and I kind of find out some things, and then I go ahead and define what I'm going to order versus just order right off the menu. And then in a very nice way with their help, I've just customized my meal that's coming and made it fit into the healthy parameters that I want to eat, but also made it delicious. It's also going to be really good tasting as well.
Wow, that seems like a lot of work. I'm just a business guy that wants to lose some weight and have a nice meal. You go through a lot of thought process to get a meal into you. So I guess it has to start somewhere is all I'm saying. But fitness people have a different mind, and you just got to start your process somewhere. Mm-hmm. And if it's with the food, only thing I can really say is that if we're not going to do it for ourselves, maybe we got to just teach our kids to eat a little bit healthier, a little bit each day maybe, mm-hmm. an organic banana or something, mm-hmm. at least get it started, so then they'll pass it on.
Well, I'll share a story about organic bananas when we get back. We have to take a break here.
Okay, we do. Good.
Yes. You're listening to your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. BalaCore Fitness Show here on your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS. I'm Ellen Como.
And Danny Lou, back for another segment.
Yes, and something very exciting. KHTS has gone mobile, so be sure to download the free KHTS app on your phones and Android devices. Now you can listen to KHTS wherever you are. You can also access KHTS News, social media, and more. The easiest way to get the app is by going to your Google Play or App Store and search KHTS. How fun, how exciting.
Exactly.
You can listen to us wherever you are. You can just stop
please.
And listen. Yes, we can come right through your phone.
Awesome.
Everybody wants that, don't they?
Yes.
Of course they do. Okay, we're talking about putting the health back in fitness. And right before we went to break, Danny was saying about getting your kids to eat more organic. And I bought my son, he loves bananas, so I bought organic bananas one day. And he loved the taste. And I've got to say, a lot of the food that isn't organic, fruits and vegetables, when you give them to our kids today, when they are not organic, they don't have any flavor. I don't know if I'm the only one that's getting this or other people are too, but it's almost like you buy a tomato, it has no flavor. Why am I eating it? There's no flavor. And a good tomato tastes amazing. It's something you want to eat. And oranges, the same way. I'm like, gosh, I'm buying these oranges. There's like no flavor. It's just dense. There's nothing here. And a lot of that has to do with the denigrations of the seed and the soil that these fruits and vegetables are growing in. So if you give your children organic, at first they might have kind of like, ooh, that tastes funny. First of all, do not tell them it's organic when you're giving it to them.
I couldn't tell. I remember I started it a year ago, and then with Derek and Delaney, I just started bringing it in.
Yeah.
They couldn't tell the difference. They're like, oh, okay. So if we don't say anything, we'll know it's healthier. You don't even have to say anything. Then you can explain later that organic is, a healthier type of food. once they try it, but they won't even know. I don't think they'll notice.
Well, what's going to happen is they're going to go out and pick something out themselves that isn't organic, and it's not going to taste as good. They're going to come home and say, what were those apples that you bought? Because they tasted a lot better. And then that's when you can kind of open the dialogue with them. So that does happen.
Are Scotch Mellows from C's organic? Do they make it with organic chocolate? Because they taste pretty dang good.
The one thing I don't think they use is high fructose corn syrup. They use actually sugar. So
all right, we're good.
It's much better than, buying a candy bar that's with high fructose corn syrup.
Sweet. No pun intended.
Yeah.
But let's continue.
So so there's a little bit of a bonus going on there.
All right.
So we're talking about putting the health in fitness. Exercise, huge factor in fitness. Exercise and fitness is synonymous with each other. And fitness, what does that mean for each and every one of us? Something different. If you are a competitor, you're going to be in the gym 3 hours a day. You're going to be working out maybe up to 4 hours a day. You're going to be doing your fasting, cardio. You're going to be doing things that are extreme. But that doesn't mean that everybody needs to do that to be healthy. When you are doing a fasting cardio, it's not healthy. But you need to do that if you're going to compete, because that's what it takes to take your body to that level. So it all comes down to, what is your goal here? If your goal is to be healthy, you come in and if you do an hour of a great mixture of cardio and resistance training, you're going to be healthy. And if you're eating right and you're getting plenty of sleep and hydration, your body is going to change. It's going to change. It might not change overnight. It might not change in 30 days. It might not change in 45 days, but it might start changing in 60 and 70 and 80 and on and on. So that's one thing if you want to be healthy. Now, if you want to take it to a little bit more of an extreme, then you're going to do an hour and a half, and you want to do an hour of resistance training and a half hour of cardio, and you want to add that to it. So that's doing a little bit more exercise. And then you can also do a 2 a day if you want to. Some people 2 a days just work with their schedule. They come in the morning and do resistance training or cardio. In the evening, they do the opposite.
Or like me, who, because being a gym owner and not a trainer, I was just trying to try all the classes. So all of a sudden, being 162, I was taking the new spin classes, kickboxing, the resistance training. All of a sudden, I dropped 8 pounds in like 4 days. And that was so unhealthy. I was feeling weak. And so you can also overtrain. You might not notice that that's happening.
Yeah, I love that Danny brought that up. There is something called overtraining. And somehow we find a way to take the healthiest things and make them unhealthy for us. And that's the overtraining part of it. Where you start, the symptoms are you cannot sleep. You have trouble sleeping. You have trouble focusing. And your body actually will drop a lot of weight to it. You lose your energy. There's a lot of things. You're also putting your muscles and your joints at risk when you overtrain. So there is something called overtraining that is not healthy. It's not good for anybody. Sometimes, and a lot of people in this valley are in challenges in various areas. And I know if you were to really sharply listen to the people running the challenges, you would stick to what is healthy for you. But everyone thinks, well, if I do just a little bit more, I'm going to have the edge on the next guy. And you can take that over the edge to a place of unhealthiness and injure yourself. And then you're going to actually put yourself behind where you wanted to be. So, be careful about overtraining. There's nothing healthy about it. It doesn't look healthy. It doesn't feel healthy. And your body sure isn't getting anything out of it that's healthy at all. So know what you're doing. You should obviously, cardio is part of your daily work. It should be.
Hey, and one thing with me normally having normal, decent breath, when I was overtraining, you guys can notice that my breath started to really smell like this sweet or some odor, which I didn't like, but it was because of overtraining.
Oh, okay. Yes, that did happen. That's called athlete's breath.
Not foot.
No, and
but
it's usually
breath.
When you don't have a healthy, there's something unhealthy as far as the nutrients in your body.
Exactly.
And you're not getting enough hydration because you can't possibly hydrate your body enough to be able to enforce all of that exercise that you're doing.
Exactly.
Yes, so that is a big deal. So, yeah, that's one of the bad things, too. Your hair will start falling out. That's another thing that will happen. You'll start losing your appetite. So you're going to notice, like, oh, wait a minute, I'm working out and all these things are going the wrong way. I would step back and take a look at how much you're exercising. Like, how much time am I spending actually in my exercise department?
But good news is my breath is back. My workout is back. So if you see me out there in the streets, Danny Lou out there, my breath is back to normal. So there'll be no offensiveness.
You don't have to run away.
That's right.
You can come up and say hi.
As before, many people did.
Oh my gosh. So it's like anything. Know what make sure that your exercise is at a healthy level. So if you put all that together, now we're kind of heading towards getting you back into health. In a healthy part, we're putting health back into fitness. We're going to take a break coming up, I know. And when we get back, I do want to talk, okay, now what is a healthy? How much is healthy time to exercise? And I'm going to go over some parameters for you so you know what healthy, we've already talked about what's unhealthy. Now let's talk about what's healthy. We're going to be right back. This is Ellen Como at your home, and Danny Lou.
Hello.
On your hometown station, AM 1220 KHTS.